how to be on and how we can create things much easier when we are from a place of truth, from a place of authenticity. So this is very important. We're going to see 6 steps of how to be on and to create what we really, 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 really want. That's Wayne Dyer, right? He was very much into the what do we really, 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 really want? Well, it's time to ask ourselves, right? We've had a reset. We've had something drastic happening outside in the world. And now it's time for us to see, what do we really, really, really want? So for those of you who are entrepreneurs and you've been wondering, you know, what's next for my business? Or maybe you have had a chance to contemplate, maybe you've lost your job during this phase of confinement and everything that is happening in the world. And maybe you are into opening your heart to say, what is it that I want to create? And you are opening your heart to become an entrepreneur. So wherever you're at, maybe you are thinking about creating a family. What is important is, what can we do to be on and to create what we really, really want? So the 6 steps I want to take you through are very simple, but they are very out to lunch. It's not something that you've already heard and have already done. So if you want to take some notes, I invite you to, because it's going to be something new. So let's go. Step number 1. If we talk about what we really, really, really want, it starts by acknowledging what is it we want and what is our desire, our true desire, without having the impact and the influence of others around us, or the trend, or what everybody else is doing out there. Because everybody else is going online and is going and do this formula. That's not necessarily what you really, really want. And that's not necessarily who you really, really are, most importantly. So the first thing is to ask yourself, but here is the new dimension we're adding to this. This time, we have to ask ourselves, how can it serve the greater plan? Because we know that we are into creating a new world, creating something new. So that's the first element that is very new. Number 1, ask yourself what you really want, but add the dimension is, how can it serve the greater plan? Okay, number 2, be impeccable with your words, your actions, and your decisions and your thoughts, because everything you create is going to be coming from you. We all know that. We've all read the 4 agreements, and if you haven't, I recommend it. One of the agreements, it's Don Miguel Ruiz, by the way, the author. So the 4 agreements, one of them is be impeccable with your words. Now, it's one thing to have read the book, but it's another thing to live that principle. And our words are our thoughts. Our words are everything we're actually putting out there. An action is a form of word. It's just like a manifestation. So it is very important that we're fine-tuning the impeccability of who we are, what we put out there, our words, our actions. And also, it is completely silly to want something but not being willing to create the space to welcome that thing. So I'm giving an example. So many people that I know would say, oh, I would love to have your lifestyle. You travel the world, la la la. I'm like, really? I know what is my commitment, but I also know what I had to give up to have this lifestyle and to honor this mission that I've been given. Now, everybody would like to go traveling, but are they willing to really have never really a home? Because when we're home, it's just for a few weeks and then we have to go again, and etc. It's tough. So are we willing to have this? It's one thing to say, oh yeah, you have a good life, you're traveling all the time. Are we willing to create that? And if it's available for me, it's available for you too. So you can have this lifestyle, but are you willing to give up your little comfort and to do this? Also, for those of you who are single, maybe you would like to receive this person in your life, but you're not willing to change some of the things to greet that person. So we have to be impeccable with what we want, right? It's absolutely insane to want something and not be willing to make room in our life. Does that make sense? All right, so that was point number 2. Point number 3, that's an important one. Release all attachments. When, where, who, how, which color. Everything has a divine plan, divine timing. So relax, because the more you're attached to receiving what you're asking, the more you're going to suffer. That is absolute pure suffering zone if you're attached to what you ask and when and how, right? So also on that note, God, and for those of you who don't know me, when I say God, it's the universe, Allah, Buddha, whatever you call the source, right? So let's say God sends you a blue package, but you had asked for a red one. And you are so attached to have the red one. I want my red package. I want my red package. And you just kind of brush off the blue one. Well, you're making a big mistake, because number one, it comes from arrogance, because you think the red one is best for you, but God knows better. Hopefully you understand that. And so if the blue package comes, open it. And in the end, it's like a letter in the mail or a package, a gift that you receive. Bottom line, you never keep the wrapping paper or the envelope, right? That is the part that you're actually discarding. So what you keep is what's inside. So do take the time, do take the energy and the courage to open what is being presented to you. Because if we brush it off, we're just saying to God, you know, your ideas are not good, I want mine. And that's pure arrogance, right? And it is suffering as well. So be relaxed, totally detached. That's point number 3. It's very important. That's going to be much ease. And in that energy, you get to enjoy life. You get to enjoy love. You get to enjoy the flow of the creation. You're not working against it because you want it your way, right? And then, of course, there's a victim mode that is important there. And it's an addiction for some people. So just be okay to open to, who are you in that? Is this you, the victim? You're always playing the victim. Well, I asked for this and I don't have it, you know. It hasn't happened yet. Well, I'm going to end up alone because, you know, I'm single now and I'm almost 50, la, la, la. Well, that's all victim. It's that time alone, that time of being single, is divinely orchestrated for you too, for your growth, for what you have to create in the world, maybe for an opening of your heart and your soul on a different level. So everything is divinely orchestrated, and many people use that line, but yet are so attached. And so it's a line that they know here, but they're unable to live it truly from our very being. That's the suffering, all right? So please stop suffering. It's not necessary. Just enjoy life. It's love, and there's craziness out there, but it's a time of rebirth. It's a time of rebirth for you as well. So rebirth in that energy. This is your invitation in this energy of love and the new dimension. All right, number 4, very important. When you ask for something, if you want to be on, you have to be on 100%. It's not just your words and actions and what you've created, but it's who you are. So in one of the latest episodes of Lover Dose of Good News, by the way, you can all find those episodes on the YouTube channel, Lover Dose of Good News, Stéphanie Rottet. You type this on YouTube, you'll find it. There's lots of little episodes treating lots of different subjects. It's like usually 15 to 20 minutes. But in one of them, just lately, I was talking about the importance of being authentic. So if this is you, this is 100%, this is you, full, alive, authentic. Well, whatever you have not looked at, wherever you're cheating, wherever you have not done some healing, you are decreasing this 100%. And now imagine you have, for example, 10% of fear. Well, this 10% is now only allowing you to show 90%. So there's that 10% right here that is not shown. And even if it's fear, it's a gift to the people you meet. So an employer, a romantic partner, or whoever, you want to create something, you got to be real. So you got to show up 100%. The good news is the more you heal the stuff that is not so light, so the fear, the anger, the resentment, and the more your 100% will be light. It will be like, woohoo, I'm here. And everybody will want to come and work with you, right? Whatever you're doing, you're a coach, you're a speaker, you're a designer, whatever you're creating in the world, people will want to be with you because your 100% is aligned, authentic, and shining. Does that make sense? All right, so be authentic is a very important point. All right, the next one, number 5. You have to go from the old paradigm to the new dimension. The old paradigm is everything you knew before the virus. The new dimension is everything that's going to be rebuilt in love, with love, for love, from love, in that new phase. And you are an actor of this. Whatever you decide to do today, as again, building your business, maybe you want to start a family, maybe you want to go from employee to employer, or vice versa, employer to employee, like it doesn't matter. You are now, we are all, that's the truth. We're all starting a new life. And this is the gift. We can start a new life, but let's leave the old paradigm where it was, the old where it was. So I'm going to give you something that is going to shake you a little bit, possibly. I am all about having a clear vision and being in this dimension that I have led you to. Point number 1, knowing really what you really want, but now with the dimension of creating with the creator, hand in hand, not just you for your own ego, what you want, and for the bank account. So what's very, very new for you, but I invite you to try it. If you don't like it, come back to what you knew, that's fine. But this is where we're going with the new dimension. You know how everybody was telling, everybody, all of my coaches are, you got to write your goals, you got to have a plan. You know, there's a whole vision board, fashion style that was for a while. I never believed in this and I never done it. Why? Because the creation does not come from here. So it's different than having a thought, having an inspiration and write it down and then come back to it and work and develop it. But the vision board with your car, your women, your style of holidays and house, guys, that's absolutely pure mental. You know, if you can get to understand that on a deep level, that is absolutely pure mental. But that doesn't mean you cannot express the desire to have these things, but let the creator deliver in the due time when it's there. There is no need to manipulate anything. Otherwise, again, it's pure suffering. How many people do I know that have their vision board, but something is not clicked here? Their mindset is not there. They're not open to receive, and therefore the vision board becomes a pain every time they watch it because it's not happening. So then that's why the rule number 3, relax and be totally with no attachments of the who, the what, and the divine plan. Trust the divine plan, right? So I don't write anything, but I am actively activating the energy of what I desire and what I'm here to create every single day. And that is through a connection with the divine, a connection with the creator, the very one who gave me the gifts and the skills for me to be on this earth, and he knows exactly what I'm here to do. So trying to do something in writing, because most of the time, here's the thing, guys, the truth is, most of the times the focus is, how can I make money, right? So in the new dimension, you never question that. You're just questioning, how can I serve? How can I be part of that greater plan and using the gifts and talents you gave me, dear God, Allah, Buddha, whatever you call it, the source, the universe, and how can I use this for the creation of the new world? Because if we're all creating the new world based on the stuff we were using, well, if it was working, our world today would not be where it is. It would already be the paradise and the harmonious place that we all want in life, with love, with joy, with peace, with harmony between us, and help and collaboration on the true level, not the collaboration that says, well, you know, you don't touch my community, right? Don't come too close. Like, no, this is BS. And you all know this is not a part of love. So creating in this new dimension will require that we are letting go of the old and allowing the new to come. So let go of what you knew and start from fresh. It's a rebirth, and we have a new way to create with a new dimension. Now, this time, in harmony with the divine and hand in hand with the creator that knows exactly why you, specifically you, you, why you're here. Okay, you don't have to figure it out from here. All right, so that's the good news, right? It's going to be much easier, by the way. All right, so then the next one, which is the last one, it's okay. Have an absolute trust in everything. First of all, in everything I just said, because you are guided here to listen to it for a reason. If you question this, again, you're unplugged. There is everything. Not everybody will resonate with this new dimension, but that's where we're heading. This only way we can create a new world is to come from a new place. So trust, absolutely trust. Release. So I'm just going to give you an example. If you want to create, let's say, a business, or you are now in a business and you want to revamp it because you know you have to change things, don't expect it to be in 3 months or in 6 months. Who cares? What is important, and that's truly what God wants. Have fun in the process. Have fun in the process. Guys, I've been building the Love Army. I've received the message 12 years ago, all right? So if I was attached to have it done within a year, the business plan, marketing plan, that was my rush at the beginning because it was all here. I was not aware and awakened to understand what truly the Love Army is. World INLIGHT partners, having all of these partners that are INLIGHT from around the world working together and me orchestrating the whole thing, I had no idea. So I allowed it naturally, and this is why I can speak from experience. I'm not giving you some blah blah here. I speak from experience that you can create with joy, with love, with peace, and when you don't feel it, just relax. I've spent 2 days, actually 3 days, totally relaxed, and I'm like, I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling well, I need to rest, and I unplug. So the only commitments that I kept is for the Facebook Lives, because that's my commitment to serve. And when you make a commitment, you can just go, oh, I'm not feeling well, I'm not showing up. Because if we're truly in the Love Army, and let's say it is a real war, do you want your buddies to say, well, I'm not feeling well, I'm not showing up today? Well, then the whole troop is jeopardized and their life is in danger. So you are jeopardizing the whole troop because you're not showing up. So when you're committed to something, show up. I could almost add the 7 points there, right? But let's stick with the 6 because, of course, we could develop on each one of them. It's beautiful. But the most important thing is, do know what you really, really want. Ask how it can serve the bigger purpose, and trust. If you remember those 3 things, you're in good hands. Detached from everything else, and then trust. But I will finish with this. There is a big difference between believing in God and trusting God. So believing is it's, as my favorite saying, it's mental masturbation. You believe, you believe, you believe. But when something drastic happens, something that is not positive or you perceive not positive, then you're mad at God, right? Well, God, why me? Like the poor victim. So this is very important to trust. Everything is orchestrated for a reason. Even a disease, even an accident, but we just need to ask and have the connection with the Creator. Again, you call it God, Allah, Buddha, it doesn't matter. I'm talking about the source, spirit. So then you ask more, why is this happening? What do I need to learn? What do I need to transcend? What do I need to clean? And that's your becoming your 100%. That was point number 4. So you have your 100% right there, because you're now doing the work to heal that place. And so coming from that, guys, understand each thing that is coming to you that is negative is actually to empower you. If you dare to have the courage to go at it, do the healing, transcend, and open to who you really are. on those good notes, this is pretty cool, right? This is so easy. And I mean, I hope it gives you hope, because everything that has been toxic or negative around you is actually there to serve you. We may all know it mentally, but now your invitation is to actually live it and do the work. And if you don't know how, there are coaches out there. There are, like I have trained a beautiful team that can take you there. That's what I do. That's what I've done. That's my gift in this world. But I have also passed it on to train some other people that can take you there. So if you're stuck, don't stay stuck. Ask for help. You can come also to World INLIGHT Partners, the Facebook page, where we have our HQ there. And there's lots of tips, techniques that are offered for free there. You can come and be inspired. You can come and share your light. If you are a leader, if you have services, products that are here to enlighten the world, help raise the vibration of this earth on this time of transition, please reach out and come and join your light, share your knowledge, and together we're forming this big, beautiful army, and we can rebuild a new world. All right? And together it's much easier, guys. So I send you blessings, and we'll be together again in a couple of days. All right. Bye. Have a beautiful day.